I just enjoy sharing. You never know what's gonna happen outside or inside. What I'm gonna see. I'm taking a walk, so might as well be prepared, right? I really enjoy it when people leave me comments. I even enjoy the ones that are negative. I just enjoy the conversation. I just recently got someone saying it's totally flat, and it makes me wonder if I was talking in like a skit type of way, where I play the roles of the ball people, and I say there's the ball and this and that, and maybe they aren't familiar with my antics. This is Kincaid Park. We haven't been here for a long time because I fight with the I fight with the cross-country skiers, so it ruins my day. So I just stopped coming while they're skiing here, but I don't think they've been skiing here for a while. So, but then the people with the more ruly dogs and they follow the rules, they kind of take over in the usage. We kind of have this like unwritten rule. If I see somebody's cars here, I don't go walking unless I think I can avoid them. Sometimes with the people that come regularly, I know their schedule, where they go and stuff. This is a big park, so I'll probably start coming back here again. But on my walks, I like to be around water, even though I don't want to go in it. I don't like water, but I like to be around it. And the water here is a lake, which is cool, but not as cool as the ocean. Oh, Spartan. Some people were saying go fishing, and I'm not a fisherman, but I do it sometimes. It's got to be something fun to do, you know, and it's not for me to catch fish, for me to hang out with somebody, or, you know, that's about it. It's to hang out with somebody that wants to go fishing. I'd rather just walk around in the woods next to the river than trying to pull the fish out of it. If I was to go fishing, I think I'd rather go gold panning. I think I'd rather do that. And then I could buy a cheeseburger instead of having to eat a fish. I don't care for fish. It tastes fishy. I know you can prepare some fish really good, or it tastes really good. When I was in Thailand helping my wife get her visa, or maybe it was when we first met. Yeah, it was when we first met. I went to Thailand and I told myself I was gonna try everything that was safe, you know. No, I'm not gonna try skydiving. But all the skydivers like, what? Fuck you. Skydiving's safe. I wasn't gonna try any weird drugs. I was always around my wife. She wasn't my wife then, but I trusted her. And it all worked out, so I guess that was okay. But like the beach, you go there and you get drugged by somebody and you wake up on the beach. I don't know. It's been probably 20 years since I saw that movie. One thing I do remember is the lady mopping or something like that, and she was working with all the water around all the electricity, and the guy's just freaking out like, no, be careful. It's pretty interesting. Thailand's a fun place. I mean, I'm sure it could be dangerous, but so is Anchorage. People will be dying here. You never find them. Moose. We come here, my wife and I, because she likes fish, so she wanted to go fishing a bunch when she first came in. We went, but I'm not really the fisherman, and she didn't take the reins, so I brought her out here, and she didn't take it up, so we kind of stopped. I'd still go, but I've always liked this thing. Somebody shot it. Very well. Come here, please. Alright, let's do a zoom in and we can read it, pause it if you want to. NSAA. All those people contributed to make the map. This is where we are. Next to it, I don't know if you noticed it, but they have a little thing for life jackets so that children don't drown, because they're not bringing in life jackets. Typically, even though, like if you were a parent and you were bringing your kid down here to use the boat, I mean, why wouldn't you have a life jacket? That just seems like a stupid fucking thing. What are they supposed to... Come on! Are they supposed to wear the life jackets while they're swimming? I don't know. I don't know. Well, I don't know. When I was a child, I went to Goose Lake over by my house a lot. I lived in Airport Heights. We'd walk there every day. Summertime, we'd go swimming. I never was into ice skating, but people would go ice skating. The bike trails go there. Those bike trails that the joggers refuse to jog on. And the bike trails go everywhere in Anchorage. Everywhere. You could go there and not have to stop at any lights, not worry about any fucking car, not sharing the road or anything. You could get to anywhere you want to in Anchorage on the bike trails. And the places that you can't, because the bike trail doesn't go there, it's designated where you're supposed to be able to use the sidewalk. So, I don't know why these bikers have to be like everywhere else in the lower 48, I guess, where they make them ride on the roads because there is no fucking trail. The trail is different than the sidewalk, except for in those areas which I mentioned. And so, if you're a walker, a pedestrian on the bike trail, you should get out of the way of the people on the bikes. But then again, the bikes, if you run over a person walking, you're probably going to fall down and get hurt too. So you might as well just not run them over. Nobody's trying to run anybody else over. Come on, it's just a fucking branch. What are you guys doing? Weird. Yeah, bike trail. Bike trail. Bike trail. When I was a child, like I was saying, we lived at Airport Heights. Oh yeah. In Goose Lake. People would die in the Goose Lake, and I don't think anybody was ever like, maybe if we wore life jackets while we're swimming. I mean, that sounds ridiculous to me. Who the fuck would do that? Like, maybe if you were trying to swim across the English Channel or something, you'd want a life jacket so you could get tired and float around, I guess. I don't know. Who plans on swimming past their limit at the swimming hole? Oh, I was out there at the swimming hole and I was 15 feet away from shore, and all of a sudden I had no energy. I couldn't swim anymore. So, good thing I had my life jacket on. I want to tell you guys something. Everybody floats. Everybody does. You don't float very well on your stomach. Well, you probably can, but you're gonna ride low, so your face is gonna be in the water. That's a dead man float. But if you want to float, just lay on your back and relax. Take a deep breath, and then you can still breathe. Just don't let it all the way out. You'll float forever. Dead bodies float. You're gonna float. Even if you die, you're gonna float. You're not gonna sink to the bottom. Who the fuck sinks to the bottom? Isn't that a weird thing? I've been swimming before, and you freak out, and you're like, I can't go anymore, and you feel like you're gonna die. But you know what I do? I just roll over on my back and I stop trying to swim. And then, so, you know, like a river, I can understand a river, something with current, where the current is taking you places, you know, that maybe you hit your head on a rock or something. I don't know. Maybe maybe you hurt your arm or something. I don't know. It seems like if you were gonna go in the water, don't you think the first thing that you would test? I mean, who gets in the water and just starts swimming? They don't fucking try to float. I'm sorry. I know that these things are just for, like, if you get hit in the head and you fall out of the boat or whatever. I don't know. Maybe somebody else. Maybe a bird drops a pebble on your head. I don't know. My dog was trying to swim across the lake after a moose, and I was calling for him to come back. And when he started to get tired, he started listening to me, but he was tired. And so if he would have just kept going, he would have been fine. But he stopped swimming and turned around because he'd never done this before. And so he stopped swimming and turned around. And when he did that, he went underwater. He came bobbing back up and freaking out and doing his little dog paddle thing. And I'm freaking out, taking my clothes off, getting ready to jump in the water after him. But he just started swimming again, and all of a sudden he was above water. You could see on his face he was all worried, like. But I mean, shit. Have you ever been chased by somebody? I mean, where you definitely, not like tag you're it, but like they catch you, you could get really hurt. Maybe you did something wrong and you're running away from the cops. I don't know. Anybody could be chasing you. Maybe Freddy Krueger's chasing you, you know? You can run forever. You don't get fucking tired. Oh, you're running and you're like, I can't go anymore, just kill me. What's gonna happen if you keep going? If you keep going, oh, I'm gonna die if I keep going. No, you're gonna live if you keep going. If you stop, you're gonna die. I don't know. Yeah, I don't get tired if I was being chased. When I was chasing after my dog, I thought it was lost, and I was running around looking for it. I ran miles, and you only get tired when you stop thinking about the thing that's keeping you going, and then you think about everything that you did, and then you're tired. But then, oh, there's the dog over there. I'm not tired anymore. Run over and get the dog. Get the dog, and you're gonna be fucking wasted. But oh well, you got it. I think about these things, and they just seem like natural. Like that's a fact of life. Like, who didn't know that was a fact of life? They put a whole bunch of dirt on this. They act like this is a weird road, like it's like it washes out every year. This is all fresh dirt. It's soft. I'm sorry, but I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I think they closed it off for some other reason. But I've been down the road. It's busy, and then the breakup. You know, when people start coming down it every day, you know, it does get the ruts. I guess that makes sense, but I'm almost positive that they dropped some dirt off here. What are these skids? You see this? This is like a loader. They came in here because the road is all packed. I mean, it's seriously packed. They came in here and they're dumping this stuff off on top, hoping that it's gonna dry up into the potholes and become a good bed for them to plow and flatten off. But I'll tell you what, the potholes are made already. And so you got this bowl, hard packed bowl, and you put some dirt over the top of it. And then you drive a car into the hole. It weighs more than the dirt. It's gonna want to go to the bottom of the hole. The bottom of the hole is compacted enough to withstand the weight of the car, so it holds it up. And so you push out all the loose dirt to the edges of the hole, and then that's it. Now the hole's back. Nobody wants to do it, but if you have a hole, you have to tear it down to the depth of the hole in a big enough pad where you can have it stay connected. And you have to solidify it before you drive on it, so that it doesn't still make ruts inside your pad. There's 2 moose over there. I don't know if you can see them or not. Next clear shot right up here. I'll try to get him. There's a baby right there, and the mom right there. The baby's scared and the mom looks pissed. If you're a moose hanging out around Kincaid Park, you're gonna come into contact with lots of people. So I would expect the moose to be pissed off and angry if you come into contact with one at a big park like this. If you're walking through the woods, most of the time they just watch you, but don't give you dirty looks. All this, I mean, they be marking it up. Dirty ass fucking car. I backed into something. I'm just gonna glue it. It was pretty lucky because, I mean, I think it hit like right here. It almost hit my taillight. My neighbor hit that 2 years ago almost, the very day I brought it home from buying it. I fixed it once with the hot glue stuff, not hot glue, plastic welding. I just welded it together with some of the original material that I took off from an unseen spot. Come on, jump in. Whoa, good girl. But I didn't put any, whoa! I didn't put any metal or anything in to reinforce it, because it was the first time that I'd ever done it. And come on, I honestly didn't think it was needing it. Whoa, because it doesn't really do anything but just sit there. But I neglected to think about, you see, in the wintertime, the ice, because Toyota doesn't understand how to make these things, I guess. The ice all gets built up inside there while it's warm, because you've been driving on it. Everybody's been driving on it. The snow gets warm, and it's wet and moist, and it gets packed inside there. And then you turn your car off at night and you sleep, and it freezes. And ice gets bigger when it freezes, and it breaks all these things. All the cars are all plastic. If you hit a snowbank or anything while your plastic car is frozen, it breaks. It breaks right there. So maybe that's